Hey right bags, it's Jade today. Quick news video about Grounded and what's going on, including maybe a collab with another Xbox property, and are we going to get release date next Tuesday of the latest Axel update? I think we will. And a little bit more news about how Grounded 2 is carrying on its success with 4 million players estimated right now. And a big shout out if you're even clicking on this video, considering Silksong seems to be absolutely breaking the internet. I appreciate you, so make sure you hit the like button. So yeah, some of you guys were a bit disappointed we didn't get the update date for Axel. I thought it would be maybe given to us at the PAX event, but to be fair, the devs never said that it would. And I have actually been telling you guys that from what I knew, the update wouldn't come until 2 months after the initial release of Grounded 2. So that still puts it at the end of September for the PTB, and then going live for everyone probably mid-October. Well, we will, I'm sure, get an actual full release date now given to us when we see next week on Tuesday another Casually Grounded, this time with Chris Parker and Marcus Morgan. I'd be extremely surprised if they don't come out from this and say, hey, it's going to go live in 2 weeks' time. Maybe an outside bet that sure, it could go live on that date, but I do think it will be a couple weeks later. They stream on Twitch and YouTube nowadays, not just Twitch. So there's not normally much reason for me to go ahead and co-stream it. So we'll see how it goes though. If you guys want me to stream the event, give my opinion as we're watching the Q&A, then let me know in the comments down below. If you want to get your questions in, hopefully to them, then there is actually a new channel set up. I think some of these questions are good. Some of them are obviously clearly about just what's going to be added in the future. I'm sure the devs will probably be more keen to talk about what's in the game currently and maybe what's coming with the Axel update. But yeah, one of the clearest and biggest ones will be, when is this full update going to launch? Maybe some accusations they won't answer a lot of questions, but I think we need to give them a break. They're not the leak kings like me. They're not about to go and reveal every brand new armor set and every bug they're about to add in the next 2 years. But hopefully we get a bit more reveals and galoos about definitely what's coming in this update soon, and maybe what to expect a little bit more with the winter update. So go and check out the questions yourself, even if you don't really want to add one yourself. Yeah, and fingers crossed they do answer quite a lot rather than necessarily just playing the game, just chatting endlessly. So how successful has Grounded 2 been so far? Well, it looks to have been massive across different platforms. In July, they had like 1.9 million downloads across Steam, PlayStation and Xbox, and another 2.2 million across August. So that's already 1 million above what they announced a couple of weeks ago, where they'd said they'd had 3 million players playing already. As I explained to you as well, when we heard that news, with 49,000 peak players when it launched, that pretty much puts it on par of selling 1 million copies on Steam. So not just downloads, but actually selling that many, making it a really successful game and already paid back a ton of the development costs in just the first week. So yes, player numbers have dwindled, and this is pretty normal. You could argue maybe it's happened a little bit quicker than other games, but reality, this is the early access kind of way nowadays. Sitting at a 77 and 79% review score at the moment. I think that's definitely going to go up over the years. And fingers crossed everyone that was giving negative reviews, quite rightly so, for some of the performance issues at first, may come back now. That has hopefully been fixed and is a lot more stable. And finishing off with the crossover. Yeah, you probably worked out from the thumbnail, to be honest. Sea of Thieves, apparently they've got a PTB, an inside hub where you can test pretty much updates incoming. But on theirs, the people, data miners, have found some curious images that point towards a Grounded crossover. So this is pretty exciting. Obviously, Sea of Thieves and Grounded are both Xbox games. They often tweet at each other, congratulating and backslapping. And to be honest, I'd love to see more collabs happen with Grounded. Obviously, it is set in 1992, before so many of actually Microsoft's properties, even the ones they've bought from like Activision and stuff, weren't really having as many games. Or certainly maybe finding it harder to kind of make them collabs a bit more relevant. Don't get me wrong, I don't want Grounded to turn into Fortnite, but how cool would it be if we got some Sea of Thieves gear, maybe some skins, giving us a bit of a pirate look? Imagine Boney, if you know who he is from Grounded lore, but dressed out as a skeleton pirate. Even some pirate flags would be pretty cool. Some banners, and yeah, maybe even a weapon or two. So these are the actual files that have been found in Sea of Thieves. So these are kind of Grounded influenced. By the looks of things, yeah, it is a direct reference to Grounded. I'm sure it's going to end up being DLC or just some skins that you can earn, with obviously a bit of a bug theme going here as a headpiece. And then this one, a scorpion hook. That looks pretty cool as well. You'd imagine there'd be a lot more going into it. Sea of Thieves have done a bunch of collabs over the years, although tends to be more content going into Sea of Thieves than necessarily the other way round, but I do hope we do get something. There's nothing at the moment in the grounded files that indicates any kind of collab just yet, but with all the leaks that are coming, I'll be the first person to let you know if it does happen. Tell me what you like to see, what other games could they have a collab with, and yeah, maybe even some TV, but not Stranger Things, right? And that's it, folks. At the moment, I'm very busy moving house and getting things ready, so I haven't got enough time to make as many big videos as I want in terms of new guides and stuff. People might feel like the game is pretty dead or quiet at the moment, and that's okay. Like I said, Silksong seems to be taking over the world, but I'm going to try and make sure I've always got a short out. My members are always going to get my Let's Play videos every 2 days, and I'm trying to stream a bit more as well. But yeah, fingers crossed I'll get some more content out on a more regular basis. Obviously, I'm really excited for the update, and I'm sure we'll get news, like I said, next Tuesday. So yeah, maybe come watch from me, convince me to co-stream it, and then we'll dive straight into the news afterwards. Until next time, Rat Bags, I'll catch you later.